Hello, today we're going to have a look at fronted adverbials. Now this might be the first time you've had a look at fronted adverbials and we're getting ready to prepare some work on it in class, or we might have already looked at fronted adverbials in class and been using them, and this is just a video to refresh or help you with your homework. So let's get started. So first of all we need to consider what is an adverbial. And we use them all the time in our writing, but sometimes we just forget some of the terminology, so it's always good to remind ourselves. So an adverbial is a word or phrase which gives more information about the verb. A verb, of course, is our doing word, so it's an action or a doing activity. And what is the verb in this sentence below? I like swimming in the sea. So what's the doing word in that sentence? I like swimming in the sea. So hopefully you've noticed that it is swimming. I like swimming in the sea, and the verb is swimming. So adverbials can give more information about how, when or where the verb took place. They add detail and interest to our writing, and you need to be able to spot the use of adverbials. So we've looked at the fact that they add more information to the verb. We know we can spot a verb in a sentence, so then we're adding information about how, when or where the verb took place. So, for instance, if we took my sentence I used on the last slide, it was I like to go swimming. Or I like swimming, I think it might have been. And so then we can add on how. How do I like swimming? Well, I like swimming with my friend. When? Yesterday. Where? In Mallorca. So we can add on lots of different detail, adverbials, about how, when or where the verb took place. Now, what does the fronted part mean then? Because this video is all about fronted adverbials. Adverbials can go anywhere in the sentence, and it is important that we can pick out those adverbials being used at any point in the sentence. But today we're specifically looking at adverbials being used at the start of a sentence, and that's all fronted means. A fronted adverbial simply means that the adverbial should be added to the start of the sentence. So let's look at those how, when and where adverbials being used. So how, with my friend Katie, I like swimming in the sea. When, on Tuesdays, I like swimming in the sea. Where, in Mallorca, I like swimming in the sea. So you can see how I've added those adverbials, that detail, onto the front of the sentence to tell me more about the verb. Now, this is a really important bit, and you'll often be marked in spelling and punctuation and grammar tests on whether or not you've used the comma. So with fronted adverbials, very specifically, you must remember to add a comma. So if you add a fronted adverbial to a sentence, you must remember to add a comma after the adverbial and before you carry on with the sentence. So example, I've made a new sentence here. With great speed, that's how, comma, the horse galloped across the field. So the adverbial, the fronted adverbial, is with great speed, because I'm adding more information about how the horse galloped, but I need, can you see just in purple there? Let me just circle round. I need that comma. You need to separate it out, and you can hear as you say it, with great speed. The horse galloped across the field. You can hear that you need that pause, and remember a comma creates the pause. So remember your commas. Okay, we're going to have a go. This was only a short video, so I haven't got any more examples on this video, but you all have work either in class or at home to try to complete. And please, as I say, watch this video as many times as you need to. I've also added on a little checks task on the end here. I've written a sentence, the dolphin splashed his friend yesterday. Now there's an adverbial being used in this sentence, but it's not a fronted adverbial. I've said, how could you rearrange this sentence to put the adverbial at the front of the sentence? So the dolphin splashed his friend yesterday is a sentence containing the adverbial. Do you know what the adverbial is? And if you do, how would you rearrange it? Okay, and I will ask you that in one moment. Thank you very much for listening.